I think I'm right, still I don't give a fuck. Said you getting left if I was right, but I hope you still in luck. Big shit on the low, these niggas broke and they can't.
Yo, YouTube, what's good with y'all? It's your boy DJ, back with DJ D Entertainment. I'm with.
It's D, and as you can see, we got a special guest here, man. Introduce yourself.
What's up with y'all? It's boy DB, man. What's going on?
You got the mic, so I ain't gonna pass it back. So DB,
bet.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Shit, man. So, a little introduction about me. I'm DB. That stands for Darion Boyce. I was born in Denver, but I moved shortly to Chicago. Right after I was able to leave the hospital with my OG and my pops. I originally reside from Maywood, the west side of Chicago, but I grew up in Dalton, on the south side of the metropolitan area of Chicago. Went to Lincoln, out in Dalton, and then I had ended up moving out further down in the south suburbs towards Homewood to go to HF, but I ended up a block off the school board and ended up at Hillcrest, so that's how I ended up out in the south burbs. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about your profession and what you're pursuing.
So right now I'm pursuing. I'm finna go into my senior year, majoring in electrical engineering at the illustrious Tennessee State University. Electrical engineer.
All right, so us and Brother Man go back way back as far as we went to high school together. And the first thing that I want to kind of first question I ask you, kind of to break off everything as far as you being black successful and going in engineering. Something that they don't know is that you had a couple internships as far as out of town where you feel me, you had to basically you was pursuing your major, but like just give us like a little debrief about like the experience. And then my biggest question is you even getting those type of interactions as far as networking. How did that come about?
So really, if y'all know me, I always wanted to be a hooper, an athlete my whole life. Like my uncles went to the NBA. I got an uncle, Donnie Boyce, played for the Atlanta Hawks. He got drafted in '95. He a Proviso East alumni, one of the three amigos with Sherrill Ford and Michael Finley, who got drafted in '95. So that's what I was looking up to all growing up, man. I wanted to hoop, play basketball, and I had my dad, who was always just an upstanding man, stand-up guy, man. You feel me? So I ain't really had no interest in none of the STEM or tech stuff until I got to my senior year of high school. And I want to say I joined 3Cs, this non-for-profit called 3Cs, with my mentor, Mr. Jason Thomas. And he took me to this career fair, man. It was called the 100 Black Men, UIC. And it was the summer going into my senior year. And I met so many just top black officials that was prominent. They was either in the STEM field or business, but I really did it just to see what I wanted to pursue to go to college other than outside of basketball. So that was my first interaction with it. So when I was going into my senior year, I really was just diving into knowing what I was going to incorporate for my plan B. Because, my daddy always told me one day that ball going to stop bouncing, so you got to have something to fall back on. So I started really diving into engineering because I knew I was always a nerd my whole life. I got straight A's, was always top of my class in terms of academically. So I knew I didn't want to pursue nothing in terms of nothing that couldn't give me challenges. But I had started my senior year, was in 3Cs, pursuing all the colleges, man. Mr. Thomas was telling me to get early decision, meaning like to get admitted into college and accepted to college early. So I did all these things. I took my SAT twice. I took the ACT. I already had the GPA, so I really wasn't worried. But I ended up joining this mentorship program called ACE Chicago, Architectural Construction Engineering Chicago. And I would go downtown, take the train every Thursday to go down there to be at these engineering firms called Gensler and AECOM. And I was a part of the team where we built a healthcare center on 64th in California. And this was all going on during the basketball season my senior year. So while I was doing all this, I was seeing this what I was wanting to go pursue when I got to college. And when I finally got to college, I started school. I was at an HBCU. I started off school still worrying about basketball, you know what I'm saying? Because I only had my general education classes with engineering. And then like when I got to my second, third year, I started really diving into engineering because I started my first internship summer of 2022 when I was 21 years old.
So how'd you get that first?
So I had went to career fair, man. So yeah, just to put y'all on game. I know I make it look easy, bro, but it was really easy. All I did was went to the career fair and
That's it. Just talk to him.
just went to the career fair. They had my advisor tell me what I need to do. They said draft you up a resume. So I'm like, what's that? I ain't know what a resume was. Like I heard about it, but I ain't never had one.
All right,
So
all right, I mean to cut you off, but like, what was the process as far as? Because I know the internship that you got, that probably wasn't the first person that you talked to that you got the first yes. You
Right.
probably got a couple no's here and there, but like, just take me through like the process of like you coming to these people with an empty resume or not as filled, but still getting your foot in the door.
yeah, really, it was just my conversation. Just like how we having a conversation right now. I know how to present myself, know how to articulate myself well. It was just having a conversation with him and just telling my story, showing my passion and my dedication for real. It was just like selling myself, I should say. You know, they didn't really care too much of what my GPA was or how many classes I took or what I was doing. They just wanted them to see if I really had a passion to, you know, build, be an engineer, pursue something in my field. So really, that's really how it was. It was easy for me, at least I should say. The conversation is what did it.
Okay, for sure, for sure. All right, so my next question to you is, what was your biggest? I say, what's your biggest challenges? I say balancing the college life and still getting a job done, because a lot of people fall short trying to balance both. Because you feel me, not a lot of people seeing you feel me. You be out and about, but you still get it done in the books. How was your
Yeah.
like? What's your daily like schedule? Like, how was that like?
I want to say the biggest challenge is picking and choosing what to go to. You feel me? Like, you know, I'm a people person. I'm an extrovert, so I want to be at everything. You know, I want to come through for everybody, but picking and choosing what I know was gonna best interest me, and I'm gonna come out and be cool. And is really what got me through. And really, I always had the mindset to just do my work first. You feel me? That's literally like that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I wake up in the morning and stuff ain't going on right when I wake up. You feel me? I used to just always feel like if I get up, brush my teeth, go take a shower, and I got a little downtime right in and there when I'm not doing nothing, I'm trying to find out what people doing. I could do my work so that way I can leave and I had nothing to do later on. So really was just doing my work, man. Really for real. And discipline, you know what I'm saying? That was the hardest challenge, just knowing what to go to, and then the solution to that challenge is just doing my work first. You feel me? Getting the priority out the way, you know?
But I know you said you want to talk about your summer. So what's one thing, specifically you want to talk about this summer? Like what happened and,
Yeah.
some things you want to tell us.
So a little overview of my summer. I just finished my third internship with the fourth largest general contracting business in the U.S., which is DPR Construction. It's a project manager overseeing the southeastern region of the U.S., meaning that I was project managing a bunch of buildings over across Atlanta, Nashville, Huntsville, Fort Lauderdale, in Ohio. And this summer, my biggest takeaway was just really just trying to step that 1 foot forward on some serious level because I'm going into my senior year. You know, this was my third internship, so I was kind of polished. So I was just trying to make sure I solidified me a full-time offer and really just dive in, you know. The difference between this internship and my other two, I want to say selfishly, I was more involved into the job. My first internship, I was a rookie, you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't kind of like that spot on with it. My second year on the job, I was in LA, which is last summer, and I was having too much fun. I was in LA having too much fun, and I seen I wasn't ready for that. So this summer, I was like kind of, like I'm doubled down, and this was actually the best company that I ever worked for. So I had a great summer. You know, I was all over the out of town. People always say how I have my fun, how I stay disciplined. I have fun with my job, man. My job take me out of town and on work trips and stuff like that. So I find fun in that, you know.
All right, so what's one lesson you feel like? What's one key takeaway you feel like you learned from each internship that you went through through the following years?
I want to say the importance of diversity. You feel me? I'm working in STEM field. There's only 4% black engineers. So when I was going to work, I was either the youngest or the only black in the trailer, or it was only a smudge of us. So, usually the norm persona is like you gotta capsize yourself, make yourself small around them people. I ain't never felt like that, bro. Like every year I was enjoying the diversity because I grew up in a black neighborhood. I go to a black school. So when I was in work, I was loving being around those other type of dynamics and seeing how they incorporate their things and they dating lifestyle and how the way they think. So those was my biggest takeaways. Like I want to be fully bilingual by the time I start fully working, meaning that I can speak 2 languages.
Yeah.
Preferably, I want to learn Spanish for real. So
No, it's gonna pay
was
for sure.
yeah, that was always my biggest lessons going through those internships. The importance of diversity.
All right. So another thing with Brother Man that y'all might not know is he has been going to school for free on a scholarship. My question to you, for anybody else that's watching that's starting over scratch, has no experience with college, what advice or what would you give them? Like, what would you tell them to kind of ride through the 4 years as far as them keeping their head above water and knocking out whatever degree they going in? Because my biggest thing with college is that I don't have nothing against it. It's just that a lot of like the persona is a lot of people go in you like with degrees that I ain't gonna say are more so useless, but to me I feel like if you're not going like for nurse or something that you could just go in and out of the way, like I feel like with certain things you're gonna have to network. So just like what's a breakdown you'll give to somebody from freshman year to senior year so they can elevate and probably secure some internship? Because I feel like that's the biggest. Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest issue I have with people going to college. They waste their money because they don't secure those. Now they got a degree, but now they going through the constant up and down of going job to job, and hey, you need experience, but that experience is the internship that people miss out on. So just give me your advice on that as far as something you'll tell to somebody.
So I should say it's really gonna start. It really started if you coming into college from high school. It really starts your senior year. Like I had the courtesy of having a mentor telling me what scholarships to apply for and all that. But you ain't got to go that route. You can start off fresh if you had the means to get accepted to a school. You go down there, you had to take a loan out. When you get down there, you got to find the people, the scholarship community, and tell them who you is and let them know what's going on, and they're gonna look out for you. Of course, you got to apply yourself. You got to maintain a certain type of GPA over the semester. You got to apply yourself. You got to put the work in. And two, like it's external scholarships too. We go to at least for HBCU, even at PWI, you got committees and clubs that got their own scholarships. And all you really do is just go there and apply for it. They just need your name and your ID number on file and whatever 200-word personal statement that you put on there, bro. That's super easy, bro. That's all it was with that. And two, I want to say for me, I went to go pursue a STEM field, so getting the internship was fairly easy because there's always gonna be a means for somebody in the STEM field. So if I say for people who not involved in the STEM field, or so to speak, in that, the easiest way you should the easiest way you can get a scholarship or whatever and shit, man. I should say you should you know what I'm saying, and not look at college as a scam. It's just really applying yourself, because college really is about the experience, so to speak, man. Like school not for everybody, like that ain't what I want to preach. You feel me? I think everybody should go see if it's for you and not for the experience and shit. But you really just gotta go down there and apply yourself for real, friend. Everything will fall easy. So yeah, that's the advice I give in terms of how I maintain going to school for free. I just kept a certain GPA and just was talking to other people who had money and stuff like that can help you.
Oh, bro, man. Now I think that about wraps up this video, man. This is. You got another question?
So I know you real big into basketball. I know we should wrap it up like this. You real big into basketball, so tell us a little bit, your relationship with basketball and how did it shape you, things like that.
Yeah, so basketball is always gonna be my first and last love. I always tell people basketball is my muse, engineering is my passion. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that basketball is my love. Like I only find comfort in doing that. I never really had no bad feelings with basketball. It was always therapy with me. So with that, it's just been always embedded in me. You know what I'm saying? It's just in my blood. And it ain't over with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I go to school for engineering. Yeah, I'm about to do this. But in terms of basketball and hoops, man, I got a real broad, complex mind. You feel me? I still want to hoop. You know what I'm saying? I still can play in those leagues, play in the men's leagues. You know what I'm saying? I've been studying Rich Paul. You know what I'm saying, and his story about he met LeBron James in the airport. I kind of got a, you feel me, advantage over him. I know so many hoopers and NBA players that's playing in college or playing in the NBA. So for me, it's going to be about who I know with this basketball stuff, man. But I always want to tell people that for me, it ain't over with. That's going to always be in my life.
We still young. We got hella time to catch up.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So just engineering is just something I want to establish, because if I could say I can fall back on the engineering degree, that's $85K at the least. Just by the name, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to establish that first. I'm only 23, so it's like got a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? So, feel me? That's my stance with the basketball. It's my muse, man.
Like what did it teach you? What did it teach you though?
So basketball taught me teamwork. You know what I'm saying? And also too, learning different type of people. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody on the basketball team got the same mind. You feel me? From your coaching staff to the first man to the 15th man. So with me, I always knew how to connect with everybody on the team. So it just always taught me the importance of team bonding and relationships, and that's how I also incorporate that in work and leading. You know what I'm saying? Basketball always taught me, you know what I'm saying, like how to just stay down. You feel me? And have want to work hard at something. You feel me? Want to work out and be skilled at something, because basketball is the hardest sport to be good at in terms of skill. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of skill to know how to shoot a basketball and dribble it at a high level, even if so. Basketball always taught me just discipline. You feel me?
Yeah. So I think that's about wraps up this video. Appreciate you joining us. This was Insight of a Black Engineer. I hope y'all learned something from this as far as something y'all can take away from his journey and apply it to y'all. I know a lot of viewers, the age maybe all over the place. Maybe have some older, some younger. But still, I hope y'all can take something away from the video, especially the younger audience, as far as y'all going to college, y'all going to school, or just y'all pursuing a career. You feel me? But that's about it, though. If y'all like this video, hit that like button, comment your thoughts on this, and we'll see y'all in the next video.
Ain't gotta say I got it out the mud. In my city, we got scars, chopped till I see blood. Into a nigga's